There is no actual sex or foul language, but viewer discretion is advised.
Hi. Help yourself to tea. Oh, thank you, Doris. I will. Would you like one? Oh, yes, please, Wilma.
She walked towards him, slowly. Her eyes so focused on his that he was mesmerised to stillness. Stillness, Wilma. Do you understand who he is?
Do we have that tea now?
Her lips open, snuggling a diamond-shaped blue tablet.
I don't do that.
Her mouth engulfs his, her tongue actions infectiously until before he knows it, he has swallowed.
Swallowed her?
No. The diamond-shaped stimulator.
Good. Now, was that coffee or tea?
No. It was my husband having sex. Cheating on me. He slept with his new Vietnamese intern who doesn't speak a word of English.
Does Brad speak Vietnamese?
Not as well as his lover obviously speaks sex.
Why would an intern sleep with an older man? Not that Brad is older.
He didn't come home last night. Do you know what it's like to be cashed in, traded, replaced, usurped?
So what now? Lock him out? Tear up his clothes?
I'm gonna kill him.
You can't do that.
Too late. He's already taken the bait. There's no turning back. Now, are you going to clear up that mess you made?
Ow! I said ow. Pointlessly.
I'm hurt, Wilma.
I'm hurt too.
My best friend, my husband, has been cheating on me.
And Doris, tea. Look, no point in thinking on it. You can't kill your husband.
I don't have to. You're going to kill him for me. I used to have a full set of these cups. And a husband.
You knew I was sleeping with your husband. So he didn't sleep with his Vietnamese intern.
Oh, yes.
He was cheating on me. He was having an affair behind your back.
That was a one-off.
If it's a one-off, maybe it's forgivable. Does he have to die? Have you got him tied up?
That's the mother-in-law. She must have rolled off the bed.
Well, we should help her.
No! Her son cheated on me. She has to pay. I'm a woman. I have needs. Revenge is amongst them. I gave my cheating husband poisoned sandwiches. Brad never takes sandwiches, so no one will suspect me. Made from white bread. We never used white bread, so no one will suspect me. Wrapped in aluminium foil. We never use aluminium foil. I think it's a stupid product.
I think that's a bit harsh.
What, killing my husband?
About the aluminium foil.
Well, it never stays in the box. You try and catch it, then you cut your fingers on the serrated edge, and then you leave DNA.
Have you ever pressed the end in?
Not lately, Wilma.
If you press and you press, otherwise it pops out. Aluminium foil is one of the most useful inventions in the modern kitchen. I use it for everything.
And you use white bread. And you love making sandwiches.
And I was sleeping with your husband?
Was.
Doris, you can't keep your mother-in-law tied up in the bedroom.
I've packed all her clothes in a suitcase. If you could go and get your husband's wheelchair.
Bill's wheelchair? He's sitting in it.
Tip him out.
Tell him what?
Bill, I need to borrow your wheelchair.
Doris, I'm worried about you. You don't seem right. What are we going to do?
After I push my cheating husband's mother down the stairs, you'll pick her up and put her into Bill's wheelchair and wheel her next door to your house.
My house?
Then come back for the case.
But why?
Because you were sleeping with my husband, so that makes her your mother-in-law.
What do I tell Bill?
He can now have his chair back.
No, what do I...
You tell him that you were having an affair with Brad, the man he hated who lived next door, and that Brad's dying wish was for you to look after his mother.
Makes no sense.
Sell it with the idea that he'll now have 2 women to look after him.
He might be angry. I was having an affair.
But just tell him you've had a change of heart and you poisoned Brad.
I didn't kill him.
That's not what the evidence says. And now that Brad's gone, Bill will have you all to himself. We are still friends, aren't we? We were going to borrow Bill's wheelchair.
But it's just messed up.
Oh, don't do mess.
The carer's late, but she'll sort it.
Why were you knocking?
I was hungry.
This is not a restaurant.
What about my human rights?
Where have you been? We've got a new government. They've taken us out of all that.
Doris, I just don't see this working.
Make it work. Elsie, your son, Brad, the man I married, stupid as that was, has been having an affair with my best friend Wilma here.
Nice boy. You should be proud.
Exactly. So, quasi status actress, technically, you are now Wilma's mother-in-law. So awkward as it might seem at first, we're moving you next door to live with Wilma and her husband, Bill.
What about my Bradley?
Luckily, you won't have to see Brad in bed with Wilma and Bill. Hello? Okay, sweetie. Brad, he left his sandwiches at home.
I'll have them. I'm starving. You won't treat an animal like this. I can't believe you bound me up with tape. Oh! I won't do it. I'm not moving next door and encouraging my son, who is married to you, and who has to sleep with you. You dare give me white bread?
Wilma,
Yes, Doris.
would you like to make Brad's mother a sandwich?
Yes, Doris, I would.
With the nice bread.
And the nice spread.
Especially the nice spread.
I've never known so much fuss over a sandwich.
Obviously, things can't go on the way they are.
You think?
The logical plan for a rearranged way forward would be for Brad to move in with me
Bradley.
without his mother, and for Bill to move in with you.
That, Wilma, is a non-starter.
May I ask why?
This house is not equipped for disabled access.
Then Brad stays here, Bill stays next door, and you and I swap houses.
What about me?
Good job you never had children.
That's another flaw in your master plan. We do. One.
I have a grandchild.
You have nothing but a sandwich. Eat.
I'm not hungry now.
You had a child. What happened to it? Did you lose it?
No. I know exactly where she is. Locked in the cellar.
I never knew you had a cellar. We don't.
Did I hear right?
She's locked in the cellar.
Had she not been, you would have met her.
Is that not cruel?
No. Only if she'd been outside, but she never has been, so that's all she knows. I've decided that you and your son should have a suicide pact.
What?
It's a nice thing for a mother and son to do together, bonding.
My son is your husband.
It's a sacrifice I'm prepared for.
Let him murder you first. Then he might reconsider. Come and live with me.
Not here.
Oh no, I couldn't take responsibility for a child locked in your cellar.
Where do I live?
Would you like to live in my shed, Elsie?
Give me the keys to the cellar. I'm going down to see my grandchild.
You can't. You'll frighten her.
I will break it to her gently that she has a grandmother.
Don't mention the mother-child suicide bonding pact you have with your son. I don't want to deal with her jealousy and disappointment of missing out on something special.
I shall take her something to eat.
You can go down and help her work.
You make her work locked in the cellar.
Of course. She'd get bored otherwise. Elsie, you'll need to take a torch. There's no light down there.
Where's the cellar?
Under the house, Elsie.
Brad, if your mother offers you a suicide pact, don't take it. Did you sleep with your Vietnamese intern? You should have considered my feelings. And your wife's. She was Malaysian. You should get your facts right before you start spreading rumours like that.
I thought you were my friend.
After all these years, I find out you've got a daughter locked in the cellar. You've twice today tried to kill your mother-in-law and once tried to kill the man I love. Your husband.
Take me as you find me, Wilma, or not at all. You can't change people.
We've been friends for a long time.
You waltz in here, make me a cup of tea, and expect everything to be fine and dandy.
If I walk away, who will you watch Jeremy Kyle with?
I'm never watching that show again. It's full of very strange people.
That's it.
What, Wilma?
We can sort this out. We go on the Jeremy Kyle show. We get them to sort out who gets your husband Brad, whether your mother-in-law should live, what we do with Bill. That's it. That's the answer. They'll know. They'll know what to do. Doris?
One condition, Wilma.
Anything, Doris. We have to be friends again.
We don't tell him I've got a daughter locked up in the cellar. I don't think he'd understand that.
I need coffee. Strong. Like the guy I see at the bingo every Friday night. You don't think your husband will mind me seeing him.
Kids. Who'd have them?
Mum! Mum!
All the years I've known you, never heard her.
Me neither.
Mum!
It's the first time she's ever spoken.
Grandmothers work wonders.
Pretty little voice.
Mum!
Perhaps we should leave Elsie with her, see if there are any positives.
Mum! Who is this woman? Oh no! Mum! Are there more people up there?
No, dear, you wouldn't like it up here.
She would.
That's it. She'll have to come back up and over to your place.
My place? What happened?
She's probably ruined the whole shipment. All you have to do is to take a small scoop from the big bag and put it in the small bag. Susie does it all day long. Never complained. Elsie, don't breathe it. It's a cheap batch.
You're a drug dealer.
Well, only part-time and only in schools. I would never stop taxpayers from working. We need to get this country back on its feet. Elsie, seriously, don't breathe it. I bought it from a nasty South American gangster and I beat him almost senseless on the price, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's almost poisonous.
You sell it at schools.
Not locally.
Well, don't you feel guilty?
They can all afford smartphones. Elsie, we've put you on the internet.
Dating site?
It's no good putting her on eBay. Elsie, you said you were lonely.
Did I?
We've put your picture up.
Done it already?
No, don't be silly. We've had a reply from a really nice man named Bill.
Bill? My husband?
Well, you don't want him anymore, do you? You've got my husband now.
What is this? Pass the parcel? Secret Santa?
Elsie, the good news is there are no demands. He just sits around all day and he'll admire you as you become his close companion.
You could sell anything, couldn't you? In fact, you do sell anything.
I might have to if the batch downstairs is as bad as I suspect.
Is it legal?
What, selling drugs?
No. My old husband forging a relationship with my new husband's mother. Is that incest?
No. Go and get Bill's phone. He needs to start exchanging fruity messages with an older lady.
Who are you? What have you done with my friend Doris?
She left when you started sleeping with her husband.